mà pa còn ra cái nào phải phải tập thao đấy
thì mong quá
ta ta quen tài cườiไปหมอกเลยก็โกนหมอกสอนน่ะก็
đừng bị bẹt lừa rồi đấy
For over 50 years, civil war and human rights violations in Burma have resulted in displacement. Hundreds of thousands of people have fled across the border to neighbouring countries as refugees, while hundreds of thousands more are displaced in their own country. Time after time, there have been calls and cries to silence the fires and resettle the displaced.
nhau cái gì mùa bé bùi tới là pon pù nó tăng nó bao bùi tới pon pù cầm rồi bùi một cái như đường quan nó bỏ sọt cái thấu bỏ là lồng đắm đàm để họ chọt lên mình câu nó có thì cún pho được mua thì tắc cái cha tao khơi thì nó màu có to thì tới là pon pù.
This village is in one of the 3 Mon refugee settlement areas, located in 12 separated ceasefire zones. In 1995, after nearly 50 years of armed struggle, the New Mon State Party, or NMSP, became the 14th ethnic political group to reach ceasefire agreement with the Burmese military regime, currently called the State Peace and Development Council. Similar to other agreements, the NMSP were allowed to retain their arms and keep troops within their designated territories.
They don't start political solution. They just allow to make business and some area development around in our Mon area. There's no political solution now.
After the ceasefire, we can travel every places where we want, and also so we can meet with the villagers. We get good opportunity to keep in touch and then with the villagers and women.
They can walk and travel here and there safer than before. We have got beneficial in the ceasefire time. But another side, there have many, still have many human rights violations in one area, also in another area. They still have. This is not good for our Mon people, for our country.
Not much change. After the ceasefire and before ceasefire, there is the same.
People who are staying in the resettlement site, they are facing a big problem about air. Now in the national NGO from Thailand, they have stopped to give assistance to the 3 resettlement sites. Also the NGO from inside Burma, they cannot reach in the resettlement site.
So in terms of livelihood, so we found it's difficult for the Mon people. In the current NMSP control area, the land are not so good. The mountain is very steep, and the population is also overcrowded if we compare with the land. So only 20%, 30% of the people get the land. They cannot produce enough product, and they cannot sell their product. Similarly, in the wine resettlement area, the people are totally isolated from the outside community where
จับมาโคลนเพื่อมองหลายปอกโคลนหลายบางปอกโคลนบางไม่ใช่เรื่องเมาตามเขาตามเนื้อปนกว่าจับมาหลอนจับอย่างไงเสียงก็ได้แต่เราเก็บป้าแต่ที่ปนบอกฮะที่ปนให้ดาวใช้กี่ตายเลย
này cái hậu múa này cái hà hông prai nợ cái bọt người ta tình không có tay hà hông prai cái bọt người ta tình như qua thì cạo đi chặt người cũng ai cái lại cái đấy nha chị cái lịch đấy cầm bơ để tạo nào phụ có tạo tạo để bao phụ cái chị bao để được quả tôm cầu để nhau cái này cái hậu múa thì hông ai đi xem cái am này giờ cái am này ôm xiềng của linh hầm chơi này chót tháp chơi chót của linh mình cái mong nào đây.
While many people have left ceasefire areas to continue their journey of displacement onwards into Thailand, the space has been filled by an endless influx of new arrivals from SPDC-controlled areas, where human rights are denied.
Cha của chơi cũng ngại muốn đốt kìa. Cho bà làm con mà tìa đấy. Sâu à cả. Ê cha tao không ăn ngấu à. Mời bà đây cái câu thì cũng ngại cái đường bờ thì để rào để bà không ra.
Riêng về từ từ để đại còn để xa như vậy để lại như vậy đó khuyên thì tại bọn cloud của toàn bộ bộ thì mà để đại nó không thì như nào có crypto crop còn đó tại đặc crop rồi mà thì để không để đại còn tại bọn bộ thì mà để đại về crypto crop rồi
คนปอนปกเตยก็ได้แซมกลึงเกล้าอยู่เรื่องกวนก็ได้ชี้กลึงกำกับปูปอนได้ชี้กลึงตบเวิร์กตัวแต่มุ่งจะเล่นร้องกับที่สะในรีปุยม้วนเน่าก็บอกได้ชี้กลึงต้มตับลงองค์สมุทรแซมครับอยู่เรื่องกวนลงองค์สมุทรเกล้าโกอยู่เรื่องกวนเท่านูก็ได้จับกลึงแบบที่สะรีเรื่องจ้าก็ไอ้ก็ที่ปวดอายุที่เรื่องกวนโดยจานกรานก็ได้ขัดตันผู้ปวดคนก็ต้องได้อยู่ตัว
After the withdrawal of the NMSB soldiers, the SPDC regime has deployed more troops to the areas formerly controlled by the MON. Although in the name of development and security, villagers pay a high price for the costs of militarization.
Cũng nay mai nôm đã quản. Đi xoay người rồi nhổ. Ấy play thì đi bên ta có quá. Ấy tàu xin đán. Bò tá.
Ang man
Cạo cái dầu á. Clone mà thì để piao có để tạc hoặc tàu cá mà cái chuyện cũng máu âm này cao cả cái lúng máu á
chó mà lưu cái chó được bẹt mà rồi mà tao mà lạc ba lạc mà làm là lưu phê lưu clon mọi nó đâu son người càng sọn càng thực phải họ xuân này
mà ngày tới để lồn cạo củi lồn để lồn đây lẩu đây là phải nấu mong bùi rồi có cho này.
At the same time, SPDC resumed its counterinsurgency campaign in response to a MON splinter group that took up arms in frustration at the lack of political development after the ceasefire. Unfortunately, villagers are the targets. This woman's husband was accused by SPDC of giving support to the splinter group. ASEAN's schedule for Burma to become chair in 2006 has become an informal deadline for the transition to democracy. The proposed economic cooperation strategy for the Mekong sub-region also requires a more stable political climate in Burma. The military regime is under pressure and therefore needs support from the Karen National Union, the strongest armed opposition group, to legitimize the National Convention, that is, to draft a new constitution.
ကျွန်တော်တို့လည်းပြီးခါရသေးရပေးလို့စားလို့ကျွန်တော်ဒီရလည်းမထိုးဘူးဒါမဲ့ကျွန်တော်ရသူကမမဟုတ်ကျွန်တော်ရသူကကျွန်တော်အမြဲတမ်းပြောတယ်မဟာလူလေးစနေတဲ့စီရနာရှိစနေတယ်အဲ့ဒါမရှိလို့ရှိဘမနဲ့ကြီးရသူမဟုတ် We can try to make political solution by dialogue. We have to join hand with our ethnic alliance and the groups, political party. We want to allow all parties, especially NLD also, to attend in the National Convention. All groups, all ethnic groups also. It's not like that. We see that's unworkable.
I still remember the day we heard there's going to be a ceasefire. I remember looking at everyone's faces. You look into their eyes, so bright with hope. Peace? It's such a beautiful word. Don't just lie to us and let us dream with something that won't be sustained. Don't let us hope and just grab it away.